Hey guys, the Beditor Editor is just going to be a little reminder video. I hope you guys don't mind. Basically, what I'm going to be showing you in this video, though, is how you can spawn in the treasure maps and then hopefully be able to, use a method in order to get them over and over again. But, you might run into some trials and tribulations while trying to achieve this goal. But hopefully you don't. It should work for all platforms, everything like that. I'm going to go ahead and shut up and let the video play out. I hope you guys enjoy it. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. First, I'll have a link in the description for the RDO map, and you'll be able to use this to locate possible spawn points for treasure hunters and treasure maps on trees and stuff like that. But when you click the link and you first arrive at this website, it might look like this, where it doesn't show any kind of treasure maps or treasure hunters on trees, potential spawn locations for that. What you'll have to do is go over here to the left-hand side, go ahead and click Hide All. You're going to locate a drop-down menu on the left-hand side that says Random Encounters. Go ahead and click on that, and then it's going to open up a whole bunch of stuff. You're just going to want to click on treasure hunters and treasure maps on trees. Now, if you do that, then it's only going to show you treasure hunters and treasure maps on trees. Now you want to either have this on a second monitor or have this on your phone or use the in-game marker system. I believe you can use up to like 7 or 8 markers or something, maybe a little more than that, and you could just mark these on your in-game map, or like I said, you could have it on another monitor or on your phone, and you can just set your markers and then go to them like that. Now that that's out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get into how you're going to get these maps. This should work on all platforms, and it really doesn't matter what level you are as long as you're out of the tutorial. I'm doing this on a level 6 character in this footage, for example. But your first thing is you want to go to a blood money mission giver. The symbol is like a blood droplet with a money sign on it. You can either go to Sean, James Langston, or Anthony Foreman. Joe is also a candidate, but the thing is, I don't really advise going to Joe because Joe is out in the middle of nowhere and sends you out in the middle of nowhere. But to quickly get to one, you can press the pause button, go to online, and then go to the crimes option, and then you will spawn near one of the guys. So you won't have to actually physically go to one if you don't want to. Whenever you go to one of them, if it's your first time ever going to that particular person, you're going to have to do a mission. It's going to start off with a cutscene and stuff like that. But it's just going to be a stranger mission. Just get that done quickly, and then you can go right back to them. You're going to walk up to them and then hold triangle or Y to open up the Blood Money mission menu, and you want to pick one of the top missions. For example, Stagecoach Stick-Up will work just fine. Now, whenever you start up one of those missions, it should land you in a solo lobby. Like, it'll go into like an entirely different lobby for the mission, and you should be able to go hunt down these treasure maps without a problem. Now, it might be the first spot you walk up to, or it might be the 10th spot that you walk up to. It's completely random. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it just won't spawn at all. If you go through a bunch of locations, I would say like at least like 7 to 10 locations, and you still don't see one, then disconnect or close your app, and then go back into the game and start up another Blood Money mission. And if you do that a couple times, like 2 or 3 times, and you just didn't see a single map spawn, then it is very likely that you are on a cooldown for treasure maps, and those take about 72 hours to reset before you can find another map again. So that's kind of a bummer. There is an alternative way that you can get that done. I'll explain that later in the video though. But for me, it was the 3rd spot that I went to, and it was a treasure map on a tree. Now, if it's a treasure hunter, it's going to be an actual physical person holding a map. And if you aim your gun at them, they'll like put it inside of themselves, like in their pocket or something. So if you kill them and the map isn't on the ground physically, then you'll have to search them by holding triangle or Y above their body, and then it'll pick up the map, and then you'll see it on the right hand side of your screen. Or if you shoot them and they drop it on the ground, as soon as you walk over it, it'll automatically go into your inventory. But if it's on a tree, you're going to have to hold triangle or Y to pick it up, and your character's going to kind of fold it up, and then it's going to show up on the right hand side of the screen. Now, in any of these scenarios, whether it's on a tree, a treasure hunter, and the map's on the ground, or the map's on his body, then as soon as you see the map symbol on the right hand side of your screen with the name of the map, go ahead and disconnect from your internet. If you're on Ethernet, then just gently unplug the Ethernet cable out of the back of your console or your computer. If you disconnect via Ethernet on your computer, you're going to be standing there for like a good 10 seconds before it actually disconnects you. If you're on the consoles, though, it'll just immediately disconnect you. And then just gently plug back in your Ethernet cord, and then wait on the home screen menu to load, and then you'll be able to go back into the game. But if you're on Wi-Fi, on the PlayStations, the PS4 and the PS5, you can go into the settings and then uncheck a box that says connect to the internet in your internet settings, and that'll disconnect you. Now, on Xbox, I don't know how you would disconnect via Wi-Fi, and then on PC, I don't know how you would disconnect via Wi-Fi from the console and the PC itself. I don't know how you would do that. I don't have Wi-Fi on my computer. I use Ethernet, so I've never done anything like that on the computer, so I have no idea. I'm sure if you go on Google or something, you can find an answer for that. But if you're on Ethernet, very simple. Just unplug that cord, plug it back in. Once you do reconnect, all you want to do is just, at the home screen of the game, just go to Crimes, and then it'll spawn you near one of the Blood Money mission givers. Now, for me, it spawned me next to Joe. Of course, it does this every time, for me at least. But I wanted to go back to Sean, and I didn't want to sit through another loading screen, so I just manually went back to Sean. Started up another mission, and it was the same exact mission, same exact objective and spawn point and everything. And guess what? It was the same exact map that was there. It was my third one that I walked up on, and it was there again. And all you want to do is just pick the map up, and then disconnect right as soon as you see the right hand side of your screen pop up with a map letting you know that you have one, and you're just going to rinse and repeat this process as many times as you want to, or until it messes up. Now sometimes it will just randomly mess up and put you on a cooldown after so many times, then you'll have to wait 72 hours just about to get another map if you're doing this solo. But the thing is, if you do this with a friend, you can actually get maps even though you're on a cooldown. What you would have to do is let them do this method, right? They would go into a blood money mission, they would go look around for maps, they have to not be on a cooldown obviously. If they find a map, they shout out to you, yo, I found a map. They're not going to take it. They're going to invite you to their session, and then once you load into their session and you go to where they're at, that map will be sitting there for you, and then you can take it. Now, keep in mind, you'll still be on a cooldown even though you're doing this, but, you know, it'll be a way to get by. But yeah, this is pretty finicky, and it can put you on a cooldown for no reason whatsoever, so just be aware if this does mess up, you'll have to return to this in a few days. And alternatively, I did tell you another method that you could use in order to get this done again. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys did like this video, then drop it a like. If you disliked this video, then drop it a dislike. If you guys want to see more videos like this, then go ahead and sub button. You'll see more. Other than all that stuff, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Why don't you go suck better to edit his dick, you little cunt?